Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations and blessings to the elect. I'm just in a walk and talk. I'll walk my dog and, get my exercise in. And just decided to hit the button, And what's the thing that's on my mind is that the stuff that's going on in what they call the Middle East, West Asia. I mean, everybody's talking about it, but the thing that's getting to me is that this is just me talking as a man. All you hear is Trump talking how America is winning this war. We dominating them. They done it. We sinking their ships. We doing this and that and the third. Because they don't want to tell you the truth. And the truth would be that America's getting her ass handed to her over there in the Middle East, as far as America's standard. You know what I'm saying? Because usually America goes in, dominate, lay a couple bombs, scare the people into submission. But not Iran. What they're doing is they destroying the Middle East over there. They're destroying it. And there's no way America can back out of it now. That she and fucked around and stepped in the fucking corn maze. She don't know her way out that motherfucker. And this thing is gonna get very interesting in the up and coming days, fucking hours. You can put it like that. And they already talking like you hear reports and rumors going out that them little hats might, stage a false flag event just so they can have reason to lock down America, bring in all this draconian laws and have, people scared into their new world agenda, whatever that may be. There's a lot of quotes from 1990 from Benjamin, not a Jew, where he said America is a golden calf. We're gonna milk her for everything she got and cut her up and sell her, so on and so forth. And it says at the end of that, he said, this is what we do to the enemies we hate. So there's a hidden agenda going on here. And let me tell you something else. We all know that America can be fucking with somebody else and fuck around and go do something else, go into war with somebody else. And I think America's gonna go to war with their own citizens real soon. You about to see it real soon. This devil finna come against the American people, because that's how they get down. Just like in Ukraine, they fucking with them. I mean, not Ukraine. Not Ukraine. I'm not meant to say Ukraine. But they say they're gonna fuck with one person and they'll go attack another. Like when it was that Iraqi war. First it was Afghanistan. Then it moved to Iraq. So this devil always playing. He's a sneaky devil. Don't trust him. Just because that Iran thing is going on, there's another agenda going on behind that. See, this devil is really clever. So while the attention is on the Iranian war, this devil's gearing up to come and attack the American people. And they're going to use that that sleeper cell shit to their advantage. And I'm not questioning there's sleeper cells here. Yes, there is. They are here. No question about that. But don't get it twisted. What did the American people say? Where those American leaders say? Something about a crisis. You know, I forgot. I can't think of how it goes. But yeah. So this devil is getting ready to come up against the American people, man. Because World War III is about to stir. We got to get the MOTB in here. And nothing more than staging a false flag attack, blaming some, Iran or some fucking other. It could be homegrown shit or whatever. And this devil is coming, man. He's coming. And we better gird up on, I'm preaching to the choir. But, we better get ready. He's coming. This thing, like what Apostle Tahar say, he always say, nothing can happen in 1,000 years, roughly paraphrasing, 1,000 years can happen in one day or in a minute or something like that, in fact. And that's where we at with it, Shit can nothing, you could be just chilling and all of a sudden the whole world can change within a fucking hour while you at work. Before you get home, the fucking United States can already change because they're gonna come down hard and fast, swift. And all it takes is one swan event. You best believe me. We just fucking, if not hours, days away from this thing on down. So as we say, buckle up, man. Because it's about to go for a real nasty ride. And if you ain't down, if you ain't following Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, you pretty much can kiss your ass goodbye. Because you're gonna get it. What did it say? You're gonna learn death. You're gonna get death after pain. Roughly paraphrasing that scripture. You're gonna learn death after pain, baby. You're gonna go through some shit before you die. So that's why we telling you, the Bible told us, he said, I made you a watchman unto the house of Israel. So give them warning from me about what's getting ready to happen. So what we doing is we warning you people, telling you, hey, this motherfucking devil's gearing up. He's coming after you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. It's time to get your ass together, get in gear, and don't fall for the okie doke, the banana and the 12 pipe. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Ace. So, and a lot of people gonna, this damn dog. A lot of people gonna fall for that, man. They're gonna fall for everything that Esau is gonna bring down. He's gonna scare the shit out of these people, and he's gonna scare them right into his trap, and they're gonna run right to him. And you're gonna see a lot of death, and you're gonna see that MOTB implemented, because he's got to do something to scare these people, and he's gonna do it on a large scale. Death is nothing to this motherfucker. Killing a million motherfuckers won't be shit to this devil. You got to look at his track record. This motherfucker lived by, the blood is nothing with him, man. Like the Bible says, since they're like you live by blood, roughly paraphrasing, blood shall pursue thee. Yeah. This motherfucker, he killing, this is Esau. Wow, man, dude. He don't give a fuck about life. He's totally adverse, totally opposite of what everything the Most High do say. He's the totally opposite, man. 100%. And if you got to be a dumbass if you can't see it. And before I learned this truth, I used to say, shit used to cross your mind and like, wait a minute. But that's, that's not, I always knew this motherfucker was weird, man. I always knew this fucking red, pink motherfucker was weird. That baloney colored motherfucker, I used to call him Baloney Man, because he was the color baloney. pale, pink, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't, yeah, but anyway, yeah, that motherfucker, man, um, um, he's a killer, man. Esau don't give a fuck about life, man. He's very conniving. He's sneaky. He takes shit and he claim it. He's a culture vulture, man. 100%. And he knows. And the thing about it, the motherfucker that got their hand up Trump's ass knows that the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true biblical Israelites. And they getting signs and, through the out in the sky and through their telescopes. So, and plus, at the end of the day, the Lord put the spirit on them to do the things that they're doing. And they're speeding this thing up. The Lord is speeding this thing up, and Esau is too, man. So don't get it twisted, man. We in the days where anything will pop off. I know like I said, I'm preaching to the choir. But, I get this warning, the same warning the brothers told me. I'm putting it out there too. So, but any day, this thing could pop off. Just going through the scriptures to give you that. Yeah, we are in that times, man. Where the weak will say I'm strong, roughly paraphrasing that scripture. Because the least of the flock has drawn them out. All the big dogs are getting ready to come out because of this little fucking devil decided to go make a fucking smart move by attacking Iran. He did a very smart thing. That's about time this fucking devil did something right. He's on pace. Yeah, just keep kicking it up, man. Keep fucking with these fucking people, man. And pretty soon Esau is gonna have to pull out a motherfucking his big guns. And I mean by big guns, using a pocket nuke, because they do have those. I was reading some about pocket nukes, little small nuke, they don't give that same devastation as a ICBM, but they give a great great damage. Like you can hit a city and just wipe out, miles and miles of damage. I don't know. I'm not for sure how much damage this pocket nuke can cause in the city, but I know it can do some major damage, and it can major damage. So don't get it twisted. This fucking devil can do something like that, man, and he could totally shut you and America down, Yeah, we telling you, man, we at that time, man. Everything is on the table for this devil, man. He got his fucking his man-made pestilences and shit. He's been fucking around in the lab. This devil got everything on the table, he can bring it out at any moment, and he can bring them all out at the same time. So we're in those times, man, where things gonna creep up. But at the end of the day, the men of the Lord know who this is for and who's going to get caught up in it mainly. The men of the Lord. If you're not part of the elect, you doomed for some real, devastation, some motherfucking disappointment. So everything, see, a lot of people are going to be crying and whining because they lost this or they can't have that, But if you been like the men that been building themselves up, knowing that, hey, none of this shit is ours anyway. It's going to be a time where we're going to have to live off the grid, or live on the land, or, totally 100% relying on Yahweh. Well, we do anyway. But what I'm saying is every day, every move we make, it's going to be calculated. And not only that, if they do deliver us up to whoever to be, beheaded or unalived, hey, we got the Lord willing, He give us a spirit that will look at the man in his face and say, "Pull the trigger, motherfucker." You know, and you know, because you just pray to the Lord, keep that spirit on you, man. You know, and a lot of times, you know, you know, at first you might be scared, but then there's a hatred of Esau just overwhelm you, where you like, fuck this motherfucker, do what he gotta fucking do, you know. You might have a little, oh shit, you know, a flinch, you know, but you can't. You can't flinch. But you gotta stand strong, man. Slow down, Ace. So, yeah, we're getting closer and closer to the end of this place, man. No more waking up and going to a 9 to 5. You're fucking, you know, going to the plantation, as we would say, you know. Just basically, man, just waiting, you know, like Apostle Shahar, you know, we almost at the end of this thing. You know, you ever at work when you're at the end of your shift, seem like a little energy picks up when you're at the end, because you know it's about the time to go. Well, we at the end of this place, and you can feel the energy rising within the camps of these other brothers of Great Millstone. It's like you at the, you know, at the end of your work day, you try to hurry up and wrap things up, you know, and get everything in, you know. Saying that's what it says. That's, you know, it's what this truth is too. You know, brothers doing everything they can to, you know, make sure they get it right. I mean, not get it right, but I mean, you know, get it in while you can. Because there's going to be a time where this is not going to be no more. And, you know, you're not going to see the videos. You're not going to hear the brother voices or their faces or the things of that nature. So, and that's why we say, you know, get it in while you can. Because you never know, this might be it, man, pretty soon. We know famine of the word is coming. And they already cutting brother pages like crazy. So, yeah, we getting there, man. Well, I'm going to close this out. I've just been babbling. Like I say, the Iran war kind of, you know, had things, got the whole world buzzing, you know what I'm saying? Because inflation's, high prices, you know, famine, all this is getting ready to come down to America, man. America's finna go through some of the worst things ever. Like it says in the Bible, it's gonna be a time like never before. So, yeah, we getting there. Get away from there, Ace. With that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash, double honors to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone, salutations, blessings to the elect. Shalom.